Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know things are heating up in the NFC East, and there's a lot of buzz around the potential blockbuster trade involving one of the league's most imposing power backs, Derrick Henry. And yes, you heard it right. Rumors are swirling about a possible deal that could see Henry, the King himself, moving from the Baltimore Ravens to the Washington Commanders. It's a story that could redefine how the Commanders approach their offensive game plan and could be a game changer for their Super Bowl ambitions. Let's back up a bit and dive into what's fueling this speculation. So, sources close to Adam Schefter have indicated that the Ravens, who are currently sitting at 5-5, are open to trading Derrick Henry in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. The Ravens, as we know, have been a team that's been trying to find consistency on offense, especially through the air, but their ground game has been a bright spot. Trading Henry, who's been a beast in the backfield, would free up about $12 million in cap space, which Baltimore could then redirect to bolster their secondary, an area that's been a bit shaky this season. But why would the Commanders jump into this mix? Well, the answer is simple: their ground game. Washington has been relying heavily on their rushing attack, and although Brian Robinson Jr. has shown flashes of brilliance, the addition of Derrick Henry would take their ground game to an entirely new level. Henry isn't just any running back, he's a freight train, a literal wrecking ball that defenses dread facing. His physicality, vision, and ability to wear down defenses over the course of a game would complement the Commanders' offensive identity perfectly. Think about it: with Henry in the backfield, the Commanders could open up more play-action opportunities, keep defenses honest, and maintain sustained drives that chew up the clock. Now, it's important to understand the context of this potential move. The Ravens currently allow around 1 points per game, which isn't terrible but isn't elite either. They're in a bit of a balancing act, trying to develop their passing game while also maintaining a strong run defense. Trading Henry would be a strategic move, especially since they're also looking at future draft picks to build for the long term. The NFL.com analysis suggests that such a trade could help the Ravens, but it's a gamble. Giving up a proven star like Henry might hurt their short-term offensive production, but the cap space and draft picks could help them rebuild. For the Commanders, acquiring Derrick Henry would be a massive boost. His stats speak for themselves. Over his career, he's rushed for more than 10 yards and scored 100 touchdowns. And he's still in his prime, with the 2025 season seeing him rack up 166 carries for 807 yards, averaging nearly 5 yards per carry, along with 7 touchdowns. His recent numbers show he's still a force to be reckoned with, especially in short yardage and goal line situations. Plus, his PFF grade of 88.9 overall underscores his elite status among running backs. Let's also talk about what Henry could bring to Washington's offense. The team has been struggling to find consistency on offense, especially in the passing game, which has been a common theme throughout the season. Adding Henry would immediately improve their efficiency on the ground, increasing their expected points added (EPA) per run by around 18%. This would translate into roughly 500 rushing yards per season, making the Commanders' rushing attack one of the best in the league. Currently, they average about 80 yards per game on the ground, which is below average for an NFL team with playoff aspirations. By bringing in Henry, the Commanders would also see a significant boost in their play-action effectiveness, a key component in modern NFL offenses. His presence alone would open up more opportunities for quarterback Sam Howell, who has shown flashes of promise but could use more support. With Henry's ability to break tackles, he's forced 25 broken tackles this season alone. Defenses would be forced to commit more players to stop the run, creating better opportunities in the passing game. Now, comparing Henry to the other key running back on the roster, Robinson Jr. The difference is stark. Henry averages about 20 yards per carry more than Robinson, and he's been able to break more tackles, with 15 so far this season compared to Robinson's 8. This kind of physical dominance is exactly what the Commanders need to establish a true ground-and-pound identity that can wear down opponents and control the clock. And let's not forget, Henry's ability to reduce pressure on the quarterback is a game-changer. When defenses have to respect the run so heavily, it opens up the entire offense. Statistically, adding Henry could push the Commanders' scoring average from around 21, 5 points per game to at least 26 or more. That's a huge leap, and could be the difference between making the playoffs or falling short. The NFC East is tight this year, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys battling for supremacy, so every point counts. And if the Commanders can bolster their ground game with a player of Henry's caliber, it could be the X factor in close games that might decide playoff seeding. Now, let's talk about the big picture and what this move could mean for the franchise. The NFL betting odds already reflect some of this excitement. The Super Bowl odds for the Commanders could improve significantly if they land a player like Henry. Currently, the odds are around plus 20-0, but with a proven star like him, they could improve to around plus 7-0. That's a massive jump, and it shows just how much belief there is in Washington's potential if they make bold moves. Of course, it's not just about the immediate impact. Bringing in Derrick Henry could also serve as a statement move, a sign that the Commanders are willing to go all in for a playoff run and beyond. It's reminiscent of the Titans trading Henry earlier in his career, a move that helped shape his reputation as one of the league's most dominant backs. Washington fans would love to see their team make a similar bold statement, one that solidifies their identity as a tough, physical team that can dominate on the ground. Looking at the bigger NFL picture, the Ravens would still be competitive, even if they traded Henry. They'd have a more balanced team, with about $20 million in cap space freed up, and could focus on building a more dynamic passing attack, especially with their draft capital. The Ravens are known for their innovative approach and their ability to adapt, so this could be a strategic move for their long-term success as well. Meanwhile, the AFC North remains fierce, and Baltimore will continue to be a contender, even if they let go of a star like Henry. For Washington, this move would be about taking a giant leap forward. It's about establishing that the team is serious about contending and that they're ready to make bold decisions to improve their roster. The fans have been patient, and now they're craving a team that can truly punch its ticket to the postseason and make some noise once there. Derrick Henry could be the missing piece to transform the Commanders into a powerhouse capable of knocking off the big dogs in the NFC. As we look ahead, it's essential to keep an eye on how this story develops. Will the Ravens pull the trigger? Will Washington make a compelling offer that the Ravens can't refuse? And what will Henry himself want? These are questions that will shape the landscape of the NFL in the coming weeks. One thing's clear. A potential trade involving Derrick Henry and the Washington Commanders could be one of the most exciting stories of the season, a move that could define the franchise's future for years to come. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you think Henry would be the perfect fit? Are you excited about the idea of seeing him in burgundy and gold? And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and breaking news, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. This is a story that's still unfolding, and we're right here with you, ready to bring you every twist and turn. Let's keep the passion alive and see where this potential blockbuster leads us next.